Well, that's 3 edges done, and oh, for heaven's sake! Oh. G'day, I'm Doctor Mitch, and this is CrudCraft. Today, I have decided, right or wrong, to take on an ocean monument. You can see it right there behind me, way over there, and I've got an island near it that I'm going to flatten off and use as a staging post. And yes, I'm flattening it off with my trusty ace of spades, and I'm going to see if I can take this thing on. I've created a nether pool. I don't know if you can just see that behind me. And I've come up under the seabed through a nice little hole, and I am going to try to take him on. And my aim here is to create a guardian farm. Eventually, want to create a guardian farm because I want to finally be able to use sea lanterns. Not so worried about prismarine, but I want to use some of those juicy sea lanterns. Oh yeah. As you have probably seen, I have defeated the Elder Guardians, and hopefully that is all recorded on replay, or else I'm going to be very upset. And I am going to start making this place a little breathable. And also hunting for treasure. Especially treasure. Oh yeah, treasure. So, I'm going with slime blocks to dry out these rooms because they're easy to place and very easy to pick up again, but I haven't brought enough of them, so I'm using doors to cut rooms off from the corridors and the rest of the structure, and then I'll dry out one of these spaces at a time. Well, you can see how that's going. Just need to take off a few layers of water and should be good. So yes, that's that's how we do it. Well, that's how I'm doing it. It's probably a terrible way of doing it. There's probably a million better ways to do it. But that's how I'm coping. Well, I've been finding it hard to navigate, so I've been drying the place out, and then to make it easier to find my way around, I'm removing the walls. And it is making it quite a bit easier. Quite a bit easier. So, yes, I'll keep doing this. So I'm not sure what's on the other side of that wall. I'm getting pockets of water like that, which is interesting. Oh, is that taking all my bricks away? Oh. And so I was thinking I could start from the top and work my way down. Or near the top, which could be interesting. That way I've got the height advantage and I've got 8 pockets above me too. Which I think is a great idea. Doctor Mitch here again. Now I sort of got all the water out of the monument and you may be able to see the back of my head. No, I don't want you to see the back of my head. I decided I'm going to raise it. I saw someone do this. Actually, I heard of someone doing this on another video. I thought, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I think it's going to be fun. Or just look cool. So, I'm not only going to drain it, but by adding a constant layer of sand, I can rebuild the outline of the temple, the monument, higher. So it's poking out of the water and it's the roof of the Guardian Farm. And I think that's going to be cool. Or at least I hope it's going to be cool. I really hope it's going to be cool. So what I'm doing is I'm laying out a frame around the oh no go away. Do not want go. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy. Oh, he seems to wander off. So I'm putting a frame around of lily pads that I can walk on, and then I'm going to drop sand on it inside the frame, and that sounds a lot simpler than it's going to be. It's going to take me about 71,000 sand to do that. I've got about that much sand and gravel, so I'm going to give that a shot. And I just got to avoid being killed by guardians. Oh well, I'll let you know how it goes, I guess. Oh. And skeletons and zombie idiots. Zombie... what's that guy? Nitwits. Currently playing hide and seek like guardian here. Come on. Just about... oh yeah. Don't run up. That's it, you run. You run, buddy. You go kill some squid. I'm gonna drop some sand, got 20,000 in my boxes. I'm gonna dig it all up again. This is freaking boring. Starting on the second edge. Oh, you cut it out. Oh, you've forgotten me. Oh, they're annoying little eyeballs. Yeah, you're 4 of you pick on a squid. Yeah, big tough fish. Oh. Yeah. Very annoying. But yes, it's a slow, painful work, but oh, I got him. With lots of annoyances. That's 2. Oh, squeaky. That's 2 edges done. Yeah. 2 edges. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but oh dear, it's been. Yeah. But I'm halfway there with the edges. Yay. Keep going, Mitch. Keep going. It's cruddy work, but it'll pay off in sea lanterns later. Yeah, so here I am. I've finished burying a quarter of the temple. I've almost run out of sand, so I am going to dig up the sand and recycle it into the next quarter. Yeah. Yeah, I might finish this eventually. Yeah. Dr. Mitch. Yeah, getting a bit punch drunk, but as you can see, I've got a quarter of the ocean monument. I'm lost for words. A quarter of the ocean monument dewatered, unflooded, dried out. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. So yes, we'll words help. Well, I've got that much water left. That's it. That much water, but it is sort of teeming with guardians down there in the darkness. But look at this. Look. Oh my word. I'm almost there. Oh yeah, I've got to dig it out, but that's a lot different to dropping it all in. Oh, look at that. There's just that much to go. Don't fall off, Mitch. That would be a bad idea. Yes. Just just that little left to go. Oh. Well, here we are. I have filled in the monument with sand to dry it out, and then dug out all the sand, 20,000 blocks at a time, and yay, there it is. I'm thinking I will raise it up to make it give me more space underneath, because I want to keep it because it looks really good. And I might do a quick time lapse of how I raised it and rebuilding it, and well, there it is. It's all dry. Instead of putting a fixed layer of sand across the entire temple and getting a molded sort of outline, instead I cut down on the work by putting fixed height columns of sand up, 14 blocks at a time, at fixed cardinal points on the monument, because the construction of the monument isn't actually very complicated. And from those cardinal points I just extended round, looked down and followed the temple underneath as a template, and used what I'd gathered from breaking down the internal walls to create a new temple, but 14 blocks higher. And there we have it, one raised temple, bit of extra lighting, relocated nether portal. Compared to drying out the temple and raising it, building the actual farm was so much easier. Let's roll that on time lapse. thing started out. I was out in the boat looking for holes in the seabed to find caves to go in and explore and light up to improve my spawn rates. And I started getting logged off, getting dropped from the server. And then when I logged on, I'd rubber band back to where the boat was and fall through it and have to swim back up to get back in my boat. And eventually it got worse, to the point where this happened, and I rubber banded back to a point where there wasn't a boat. I couldn't see one within render distance, it wasn't at the bottom of the ocean, and I had to find a little island to overnight on because I didn't have a boat to get back to my farm. Eventually I realised the closer I got to the farm, the faster I got kicked from the server. Eventually we realised what was going on, and my farm was just working too well. It had overloaded my temporary storage, and the number of entities that were left sitting on top of the hoppers was causing a game crash. Luckily the admin was on hand and he hopped in and he got rid of all the entities to reduce the lag, and I was able to get on before opening it up again with a real storage system that could handle the volume. Well, I'm Doctor Mitch, this is CrudCraft, and that's my Guardian farm finished. There will be more of this video. Miss Jack is going to come and help me make it look a bit prettier, I think. Or I'm going to show her around anyway. Okay, I'll be back with more later.